Okay, let me see. All right. Did you take a picture? All right. Go ahead.
Now I'll throw this in.
Do you want to be on the side?
Sure.
Right there. Right this one.
Right there?
Sure. Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Okay, there. One second. Yes. Right. Thank you.
Oh yeah, the bush. So we can put it under there, right? So that when we need it, yeah, when we need more.
Wow. Okay.
Excuse me.
Please come on.
No, they're 11 and 9. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can take a picture. You know, that you can make sure it's easy.
Oh, sorry. I thought you could put that in the front.
I can put it wherever you want.
That's what I think.
Are you neat? I'm neat. I'm Richard. Okay. Ah, okay. I have to turn this on, but let
Did we ask them to put the other flowers there? That's why I took it from here. I
I
take
told
it
them
there.
to do it.
Maybe Jitu.
I told them, I said that because we were thinking about doing it in the front. Where we, do you guys want to put here? There. Oh, me and Paul were thinking that. Yeah. The entrance. We were thinking about putting those flowers for the entrance, not here, but I don't know. But do you think
That's fine, but
yeah, oh, then I'll tell them. Yeah, okay. guys should be here.
Yeah, I think it can just be like next picture.
If you
Hey, Anita, the guy took you over there.
no, he's bringing it back.
What you do, Anita?
Yeah,
The picture.
that's what's happening.
No, it's okay. Okay.
Good morning. Can you hear all right? Okay. All right. Sound is coming out good? Okay.
No. I want to find out where the plug is. Plug.
This one too, so I just wanted to make sure. The garlands, this?
Right there.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Ito sir.
Excuse me.
नमो लोए सौकुसागुणं एसो पंचनमुद्धारो सौपपावपणासनो मंगलां च सौवेसिं परमं हवै मंगलम् दर्शनं देवदेवनं स्वर्गसोपानां दर्शनं मोक्षसाधनं क्षिप्रतिमा मनहारिणी दुःखी भक्तों ने छे सर्वदा सुख करी जाने खिली चांदनी आ प्रतिमाना गुण भवंतो भगवंत इंद्र महिता सिद्धार्थ सिद्धि स्थिता आचार्याजिन शास्त्र श्री सिद्धांत सुपाठकाम मुनिवरा रदंत्रया रदकाम पंचय ऋषभदेव अजितनाथ संभवनाथ अभिनंदन सुमतीनाथ पद्मप्रभु सुपार्श्वनाथ चंद्रप्रभु सुविधिनाथ शीतलनाथ श्रेयसनाथ वासुपूज्य विमलनाथ अनंतनाथ धर्मनाथ शूरे हमारी नाव्यो भव पार मारो तुम बिन जगमा सार आनंदकारी पायो तुम दर्शनार्थे भव भय भ्रमणा नाथ सर्वे हमारी भवो भव तुम चरणों की सेवा હું તો માંગુ છું દેવાદી દેવા સામુ જુઓને સેવક જાણી એવી ઉદય રત્નની વાણી जिन्हें भक्ति जिन्हें विनयर्भक्ति विनयभक्तमाङ्गल्यं सर्वकल्याणकारणं प्रधानं सर्वधर्माणां जैनं जयति शासनम् उपसग्रं पासं वदामि कमगणमुखं पार्श्वचरणचंदा भवे भवे पार्श्वचरणचंदा ओम श्री गुरुदेवની આજ્ઞાથી છત્તારી મંગલમ અરિહંતા મંગલમ સિદ્ધા મંગલમ શાહુ મંગલમ કેવલી પન્નતો ધમો મંગલોત્તમા કેવલી પન્નતો ધમો લોકોત્તમા છત્તારી શરણમ પવજામિ અરિહંતે શરણમ પવજામિ સિદ્ધે શરણમ પવજામિ શાહુ શરણમ પવજામિ કેવલ કર્મનો આણે અંત મોક્ષ તણા સુખલે અનંત ભાવ ધરીને જે ગુણ ગાય તે જીવ તરીને મોક્ષે જાય સંસારમાં ही शरणाचार अवशरण भंडार श्री गुरु गौतम समरिये वांछित फलदातार भावे भावना भाविये ओम शांति शांति शांति. Now we are going to chant the brotherhood song Tribhavana.
Yeah. So this song is in Gujarati and it was written by Chitra Bhanu, who was a great Jain. So this is the song that he has written about the friendship around the world and the friendship amongst everybody. So I will sing that in Gujarati now. मैत्री भावनु पवित्र झरणु मुझ हैया मावया करे शुभ थावो आ सकळ विश्वनु एवी भावना नित्य रहे गुणथी भरेला गुणीजन देखी हयु मारू नृत्य करे ए संतोना चरण कमळमा मुझ जीवननो अर्ध्य रहे दीन क्रूर ने धर्म विहोणा देखी दिल में दर्द रहे करुणा भीनी आँखों माथी अश्रुनो शुभ स्रोत बहे मार्ग भूलेला जीवन पथिक ने मार्ग चिंदवा उभो रहूं करे उपेक्षा ए मार्गनी तोए समता चित्त धरू वीर प्रभुनी धर्म भावना हये सब मानव लावे वेर चेर ना भाव तजीने मंगल गीतो ए गावे मंगल गीतो ए गावे मैत्री भावनु पवित्र झरणु मुझ हैया मावया करे शुभ थावो आ सकळ विश्वनु एवी भावना नित्य रहे.
जय जनेन्द्र. Jai Jinendra, we will get going with our ceremony today. We will be celebrating the exemplary life that Bhabi lived in this universe for last 79 years. We will be conducting that in just about another 4 to 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I will request every guest to please silence their phone so we can do it all ceremony very, very beautifully that we have planned it today. And thank you very much. Kishan Bhai will come in just a few minutes to go ahead and give all the beautiful talk that he wants to talk about, okay? So just silence your phone again. Thank you very much. Again, Jai Jinendra, to all of you, on behalf of entire Vasa family, thank you all for being here today. It means a lot to us that you are all here today to celebrate exemplary life and a beautiful life that my favorite Kusum Bhabi has lived in this universe, and definitely missing her. So today we are going to go ahead and celebrate the legacy that she had lived in this universe over there for past almost 79 years, and we are so thankful to have that puppy in our life. But anyway, I would like to go ahead and call upon my brother, my dear brother, Kesat Bhai, to go ahead and address everybody.
Hello, I'm Harkisan Vasa. Thank you all for coming, and I am also thankful to all my relatives who flew from various parts of USA to come here. So thank you all of you for being here. So which will also include a couple of songs and after that various other people will come. So let's start with that. So, I was 22 years old and I decided that now it's time for me to go to America. So I came to America, got my master's degree, started working, and at the age of 26 I said, now time to get married. So I left America. And then I decided that now I need to go to my home and find a bride. So once I went to Bombay at my home, of course in advance of my going there, a newspaper advertisement was put in with my picture saying that Mr. Vasa is very smart, educated man, and he's looking for a wonderful bride who is beautiful, who is educated, who is smart. And so if you are interested, contact us. And then we got phone calls from 40 people very quickly saying that yes, we are interested in having you come and see our daughter. So then I met all the girls, and I was so fortunate that I was able to find Kusum out of all the 40 girls. And when first time I met with her, we saw each other, we started talking to each other, and I said, I am the luckiest man in the world that this girl is just absolutely beautiful. She looks like a movie star. She is highly educated, comes from a wonderful family, has a nice family background. And I said, this is just amazing that I am able to find such a girl in such a short time. In just 2 weeks in Mumbai, I found such a beautiful girl. And as I was talking to her, she immediately said, I like you very much. I hope you select me as a bride because I want to marry you. And I said, that's great. I feel the same way. And this was exactly 55 years ago in September that we met in 1970. And then in October we got engaged. And then on November 8th, which is just coming up 3 days from now, we got married 55 years ago. So Kusum, 55th wedding anniversary to you, and she still looks like a bride. When you guys all come and see her, she's dressed just like a bride, and she looks as beautiful as I saw her first time. Woman. So I'm so happy that we were married for 55 years together, and we had an excellent life. So let's continue with the story of my life with Kusum and some special wedding, and then after we got married, our first night together, and Kusum said, I'm a wonderful singer. And it was so amazing that she decided to perform a song for me when on our very first night. So I'm going to song that she performed for me on our wedding night. Just a second. Okay, ready. ना फेरो चले जाएंगे हम, निगाहें ना फेरो चले जाएंगे हम, मगर याद रखना कि याद आएंगे हम, याद चले जाएंगे हम। तुमने जादू किया है नजरों से नजरें मिला के, नजरों से नजरें मिला के, आशिया अब तो बना मेरे पहले, याद आएंगे हम, निगाहें ना फेरो चले जाएंगे। है समा हम तुम दोनों है यहाँ, भीगा भीगा है समा हम तुम दोनों, क्यों न खो जाए सनम, दिल की धड़कन है जवां, न तड़पाओ इतना कि मर जाएंगे हम, याद आएंगे हम, निगाहें ना फेरो चल जाएंगे हम। Yeah, so that was the song she performed. It was just amazing to hear her perform that song at our wedding night. So Kusum, I presented that song back to you today. So going forward, then after that we went on a beautiful honeymoon near Mumbai, place called Matheran, and amazing time we had there every day. Matheran does not allow any kind of public transportation, such as there are no cars, there are no scooters, only, and every day we would walk for 3 miles in the morning, 3 miles in the evening, see the sunrise, see the sunset. Amazing. One married then in February of 71, Kusum came to America after I got the visa for her, and we settled in Philadelphia, and fortunately, just 6 to 7 months after, 22nd floor of the building, full bed service, so all the different support services. And then I was working, doing a project in the city hall of 12 o'clock when I would come home, then we would immediately get out and we would be walking around the town, get a nice dinner in some nice restaurant, and then go a nightclub with everybody and enjoy dancing and singing and full of life. I mean, she just wanted to live a good life, and fortunately, in 1985, we decided to take an all-India tour with my both daughters, Anita and Sarita, and they were 11 and 13 years old, and that was the most memorable trip for 6 weeks with Kusum and myself. North, south, east, west, you name it, we were there. And just a wonderful trip. And she said, I love traveling, I love year of 1995, which was our silver jubilee wedding anniversary. And we rented a hotel which we used to be in Disneyland complex. Amazing party. We started at 6 p.m. in that night, and it ended at 3 in the morning. and people were dancing, singing, and we had a party was for Kusum to get up and sing in front of 400 plus people. And she sang so beautifully. It was just a spellbound singing, and everyone just was amazed to only hear to perform the song that Kusum performed that night for 400 plus people. So Rajeshwari, please come forward and sing that song for us. Rajeshwari is a classically trained singer, excellent singer. She performs all over, and I am so happy and pleased that she accepted my invitation to come and perform that song for us. It's from movie Khandan, Tumi Mere Mandir, Tumi Mere Devta Ho. So here is, she's coming to perform.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Harji. I'm really honored to sing this song. जैसे फरिश्ता कोई सो रहा, तुम्हें देवता हो, तुम्ही मेरे मंदिर, तुम्ही मेरी भूख. Thank you so much, Sheikh.
Thank you, Rajeshwari. So moving forward, after the Silver Jubilee wedding anniversary, 1995, came 2003 when our daughter Anita got married, and in 2004 when Sarita got married, and again we had 5 days of festivities and birthday parties for Kusum, so many parties at our home. And the thing about now, few things, special things I want to tell you about Kusum, that we moved in our house in Thursday in 1989. She would, once I leave for work, 1 hour later, she would get out of the home and start walking. She was walking every day for 6 hours. 6 hours, 12 miles a day. Every day for all the years, she kept walking. So she became famous as a walking lady of Tustin, because and she would be walking and people would see her. They say, "Oh, lady, can I give you a ride? Can I take you home?" She said, "No, I'm walking. I'm getting in my exercise." So she became very famous as a walking lady of Tustin, every day walking 6 hours. Person in that sense that I have never met anybody who can do that type of thing day in and day out. Doesn't matter rain or shine, she would be walking, walking, walking. And with respect to any program you would go to, her condition was always, Kishan, you have to sit next to me, you have to be always with me, because if you are not with me, then I get worried, I get scared, you have to be constantly with me. And she had asked me even when we got married that, will you be with me rest of my life and will take care of me every day? I said, yes, I'll do your whole life, and we are with you, and you never had to worry about a single thing, and that's what made her so happy. And another thing, she is probably the only woman who would tell her husband at least 10 times a day that I love you very much. Every hour on the hour, where she would call me if I am not home or if I am with her, she would say, I love you very much. I mean, just amazing to say 10 times a day. And she would want to sit with me, hold my hands, and talk to me, and say, let us sing together. So she liked the company, mutual company very much. She just always wanted to spend a lot of time with me, and I'm fortunate that she wanted to do that, and we had a good time together. Then what happened was about 3 years ago, she fell down and other problems, and then recently, about 2 weeks ago, she had some breathing problem. We took her to hospital. In the hospital, they said that she has a severe pneumonia, and we told her, we all love you very much, we will miss you. And Kusum, we are happy that you are in heaven, and you went to heaven without any pain or suffering, and you gave us a lot of joy during our. Thank you all for listening to the story of Kusum and me.
Thank you, Arkezan Bhai. Our journey has just begun. I would like to go ahead and invite my favorite brother-in-law, Pramod Kumar, here, and my lovely sister of Arkezan Bhai and me. Please.
I am Pramod Vora, Harsh brother-in-law, married to his sister Shada. I knew her as we were in the same community hostel, Mahavir Vidyalaya, and he only introduced his sister to him. At that time, I had no idea that our future wife would happen to be the daughter of my most adored and beloved teacher. Kusum's father, Mr. Bhailal Doshi, had been my teacher and principal at a school in Aden, Yemen, more than 70 years ago. We called him Doshi sir, a tall, towering personality with gentle manners and very ethical to the point of incredulity. He would punish himself with a foot ruler if his student breaches discipline, saying he himself failed to instill value in that student. No mystic monger would repeat his bad behavior after that. Kusum was fortunate to have such an ethical parent. At the time of Hart's marriage, unfortunately, Doshi sir was not there. I realized Kusum was his daughter much later when I talked with Jayaben, Kusum's mom, in Mulund, and we had a lot of nice talks and reminiscing about Doshi sir. We had little contact. We have some strange parity in time and life event. Harkishan was born in 1946. Babi Kusum was born in 46 and Sharda was born in 3 months later. Is there because Kusum gave her beautiful 2 daughters, Anita and Sarita, and my wife kept on offering me sons, one after another. Dedicated husband like her. And lest I forget, I am being constantly reminded of this by my wife. Over the years, and witnessed firsthand how Hark had to take upon himself raising kids on his own. But he would cook on some days, but largely Hark would single-handedly handle the house chores, help Anita and Sarita for their schoolwork, and took care of his wife also, insisting that he should take medications also. All this while, he also managed his company, clients, and staff. As you all know, he is a great salesman, and he would present his cases everywhere around USA and maybe even in foreign countries. Not once did I see him angry, frustrated with Kusum. Their bond of love was very strong and sustained. It was this very bond that gave Kusum vital support and desire to socially interact to the best of her ability. Hark would insist on taking Kusum on most of the vacation trips or on weekend programs, so that she would get exposure and an opportunity to interact with friends and family. Kusum lived a life of happiness and contentment because of Hark's constant attention, devotion, and dedication. Very few of us can claim to have strived so much in our marriage. Even in her darkest days, when she would suffer from confusion and foggy mind, Kusum Babi could innately sense that her support line is never going to give in. She could do whatever she wanted to do, go whenever and wherever she wanted, and Hark would comply willingly her wish, sometimes even at the cost of his other plans. Hark was Kusum's safety net. However, by solace, love, affection, compassion, and companionship in heart. Even with her limited communication with everyone and with outside world, her self-existence was snugly tied to heart. So when easily accept her journey to the other side from comfort of her home, she willingly and peacefully let herself go from the embrace of Hark's loving hand to those of Almighty. God bless her. Om Shanti. Jai Jinendra.
One sentence.
Very best relation, nothing like Anand. And second thing, Kusum always used to say, Arkisan, you are the best husband in my life.
I wish he would say to me also.
Never.
Thank you very much. They say that memories are the thread that sew the pieces of our hearts back together. Now I would like to go ahead and invite my very good friend, Arkizamai's good friend, and of course very famous dentist and a community leader, Sri Dr. Krishna Reddy. Come on down.
Thank you, Dr. Vasa. Thank you, Hare Kishanji. Thank you for giving an opportunity to me and my family to pay our last respect to full parts of your life. And we are very honored to hear that. And that's the greatest love and affection. The song that she sang in a big crowd, that was sung by Rajeshwari ji. That song always touched my heart. That we leave behind is that what counts. And that's the memory that will be carried on to the generations. And that is the value of love and respect for 70.
Arkizambai's elder daughter Anita's father and mother-in-law. Sarita's younger daughter Sarita's father-in-law and mother-in-law.
Hello everyone. We have known the Vasa family, Arkishan and Kusumben, for the last 20 plus years. Of course, my son is married to their younger daughter, Sarita. And from what I have seen over the last 20 years, the best way I can say is hats off to you, the bond between you two. Really. Kishan Bhai had asked me to sing a bhajan for Kusumben. So I'm going to try, and please join me for whoever knows the bhajan. I think my wife forgot the page, so let's give her a moment to bring that page. Which I can't read. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानंद पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण परमासिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। हरिर्नामै च केवलम् कलौ नास्त्यैत गतिरन्यथा। हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे दयानिधि।
प्राणनाथ अनाथ सखे प्राणनाथ अनाथ सखे दीन बंधु दयाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे दयानिधान हे संरक्षक अगम्य पूर्ण हे संरक्षक अगम्य पूर्ण मोह मायाधार हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे दयानिधान अंधकूप महाभयान अंधकूप महाभयान नानक पार उतार हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे दयानिधान. May it smooth the journey hereafter.
All I want to say is, Kusumben will miss you. You were always sweet to me. I'll miss that sweetness. I'll miss you being next to Harkishan Bhai always. But may your next journey be peaceful. Thank you.
Though separated by the death, love binds us eternally in our spirit. I would like to go ahead and call upon the very beautiful elder daughter. Elder daughter of Harkishan Bhai and Kusumben, Anita Barot.
So dear Mommy, I want you to know how much I love you and how you'll never be forgotten. You loved with your whole heart, and while I never appreciated it sometimes, I know it's love. I'm gonna miss you every day, and I know my life is incredibly changed now that you're not here. The last 2 weeks has been so special because I was able to love you and see you. I was able to hug you, kiss your forehead, hold your hand, let you know that you can go when the time is right for you. I was able to tell you that you don't have to worry anymore because you've done what you needed to do. I want you to know that you did your best in this life and it's time for you to be free without pain. I want to thank you for everything you've done for me. As a mom, I know that it can be a thankless job. You used to walk a few miles to the grocery store just to give me what I needed. I had asthma, eczema, breathing difficulties, and you went to the doctor countless times to make sure I was okay. I know in many ways you dealt with trauma in your childhood, so you did the best you could, and I'm so proud of all the love you were able to give us. I'm in the counseling profession in a large part because of you. And I'm so happy to be in a profession where I get to be a part of healing processes every week. I can see myself in Mommy in many ways. I moved to a place as an adult from the US to India while Mommy moved from India to the US. Mommy used to use public transport in California and was able to get around on her own to so many cities in Orange County. I have been using public transport since I've been living in Thailand and Singapore. Mummy used to be a creature of habit in which she liked certain kinds of foods, and for a long time I saw myself like what makes us comfortable, and change can sometimes be tough to manage. What people may not know about Mummy is that she's creative in art. She used to have a job. Mummy and I worked at a telemarketing company, and she did a job with so much dedication. I also want to highlight that Mummy is our miracle, and that no one could have kept going like her. Even when we thought she was not able to walk after her hip surgery, she surprised us because she started walking and taking a shower. Where there's a will, there's a way with Mummy. And a part of me had a hard time accepting she was sick when she had pneumonia because she kept beating the odds. Mummy beats everything, from a hip replacement surgery to UTI infections to thyroid issues. And she also went through bouts where she just stopped eating. And even at the end, Mummy was determined to drink apple juice with me. And even though it hurt her so much to drink, she just kept asking for juice and drank for an hour and a half with a tiny sponge that she just had to suck the juice out. She tried so hard to survive even after everything was shutting down. Mommy, I'm so proud of the fight, and no one could have done more. Mommy, I love you so much, and I'm gonna miss you. You're not far away, and you're gonna keep meeting us in our dreams, so you can see what we're doing, and that we'll hopefully continue to live with determination and always try our best like you did. Raj and the girls had to go back to Singapore after being here for 2 weeks, and while they're not here in person, they're here in spirit. Mir has designed the brochure for Mummy, and Amara has always been the person to make Mummy smile and dance. Raj has always been an understanding person and appreciated Mummy for her ability to be present. Mummy is also very blessed to be loved by Papa, who took care of her since he got married. He always made her feel valued, less stressed, and when my dad was around, my mom felt safe. It's a blessing to see that kind of love, and Mummy deserves all the kindness and love because she is a beautiful person who tried her best despite mental health difficulties. Be free, Mummy, and shine bright as you've raised us well, and we're gonna be okay. Thank you for everything. I love you, our beautiful person who did everything she can to survive. I'm proud of you and know that you're in a better place. I love you so much, Mummy.
Thank you, Anita.
Life we have lived and the love we have given are our true moments in our life. Next, I would like to go ahead and invite our cousin Spice, all the nephews and Ankit, Payal, Chirag, Gaurav, Milan, Jigar, all of you please come over. And their spouses can join also.
I'm Jigar. I'm Rakesh Bamba and Kusumami's nephew. My cousins and I would like to share some memories and some thoughts about Kusumami. Today we are here together to celebrate the life of Kusumami, a woman whose spirit was as full of life as the color she loved to wear. She was someone who could light up a room with her warm smile. During my college years, whenever I would visit Rakesh Mama and Kusumami, she would always checking on me, asking me if I was hungry, or when he said if I wanted some juice. So just to make me feel comfortable. I'll always fondly remember her for that kind of kindness and her caring nature. Despite all the challenges she faced, she was a person that had remarkable strength, humor, and very independent. She would always find joy and live in the moment, whether that's just wearing her favorite sari or spending time singing and dancing with her Kusumama. Kusumami, thank you for showing us how to make the most of your life despite the path you're given to walk on. Thank you.
Jai Jinendra. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Milan, and I'm Kusumami's nephew as well. Today, we are here to honor and celebrate her life. Each one of us is here because, in some special way, her kindness, generosity, and loving spirit touched our hearts in some way, one way or another. Kusumami truly enjoyed everything life had to offer. But one of the many greatest joys was food, both preparing and sharing it with others. I still remember not too long ago, after my marriage, she would randomly call us and invite us over. And she called me out out of the blue one day and invited my wife and I. And when we got there, we found out that she had prepared us warm idli, chutney, sambar. And Park Mama said she had been doing this all day, since in the morning, and she would tell us that she would follow all the instructions on the back of the box to the T. And this was her. For her, cooking was more than just about taste. It was an expression of love, truly. She loved and enjoyed different cuisines and savored meals, but she especially enjoyed the flavors of home, the taste that carried tradition, comfort, and cultures. She was always happy to see a plate with spiced curry, a cup of chai, and a cool glass of mango lassi. It's gotta be there. She reminded us that life's sweetest blessings are often found in good food and good company. Her spirit lives on in the memories of those special moments, on tables surrounded by family and friends. And in her gentle way, she reminded us that happiness is found in shared meals, warm conversations, and love we give freely. Though we will miss her voice, her smile, and her presence, we carry her with us in every meal shared. We love you, Kusumami.
For those of you who may not know me, my name is Gaurav Vasa, and I am Kusuma's nephew. Today, as we honor her life, I would like to share some memories of the woman whose smile filled every room and whose life had a beautiful, constant sound. Music was an inseparable part of her soul. Kusum Babu had a passion for singing. She seemed to have a song for every moment. Whether it was an old Bollywood melody or a heartfelt devotional tune, her voice always carried warmth, emotion, and joy. She sang straight from her heart, and her song became the soundtrack to so many of our cherished memories. Kusum Babu, your life was a blessing, your memory a treasure. You are loved beyond words and missed beyond measure. Though your song on earth has ended, the melody will forever linger in our heart. Thank you for the music, the laughter, and unforgettable joy you brought into our life. Thank you.
Hello everyone, thank you all for being here. We all wanted to talk about one part of our lives that Kusumati inspired us, and I wanted to just talk about how she kept moving. She was very active, and I think that's what inspired me a lot. Every time I would see her, she would always be dancing or walking. I remember even when we were young that she would come all the way from Tustin to our house by the bus and walking, and Mark Uncle was telling me that she was known all around the town for that, and in dancing, she would put on any song and she would always be dancing, and she showed us that life isn't just something you sit through, it's something that you dance through, and she danced it really well. I think we're all going to miss those walks, those moves, and that energy, Kusumati, keep walking in heaven and we'll catch up.
Hi everyone, I'm Chirag. We are gathered here to honor my aunt, Kusumami, a woman whose life reminded us that love and presence can take many forms. Life wasn't always easy for her, and sometimes it was hard for us to fully understand what she was going through. But even in the middle of the struggles, she had this incredible ability to stay connected to the people she cared about. Through all of life's challenges, it was love and compassion between her Shumama and Mami that kept her spirit strong and her heart young. I remember how out of the blue she would call sometimes, weeks or months after a family gathering, just to ask, did I enjoy the party? How are Madhvi and kids doing? It always amazed me how she remembered those moments, those conversations and those small details that most of us would have forgotten. At all family events, she had a quiet but meaningful presence. She noticed things, she remembered kindnesses, and she carried those memories with her. She would also speak lovingly about Anita and Sarita and their kids, her voice lighting up with affection. Her mind may have worked differently, but her heart was strong, loyal, and full of care. When I think of her now, I just remember her laughter, her gentle questions, and her unexpected phone call that made us smile. She reminded us that love isn't always shown in the ways we expect. Today, as we say goodbye, I want to thank her for the love she gave, for the lessons she taught us about compassion and understanding, and for reminding us that every life, no matter how complex, is full of light and meaning.
Hi, my name is Payal, and I'm Harkaka and Kusum Kaki's favorite niece. Kusum Kaki was strong, independent, and a true fighter. Even after being hurt or facing illness, she never gave up or let others do things for her. Her resilience inspired us all. She faced challenges with courage and grace, always bouncing back with determination. As a mother, she gave life to two incredible daughters, Anita and Sarita, who are not only my cousins, but my sisters. Growing up, I gained not only one, but two older sisters that I look up to and love so much. Together, we witnessed Kusum Kaki's unwavering spirit, her ability to live life fully, beautifully, and on her own terms. We will remember her laughter, her music, her love of food, her fight, her kindness, and her strength. Her legacy lives on through the lessons she's taught us, the love she shared, and the memories we cherish. She will live on forever in all of our hearts. Thank you.
As all the nephews echoed over here, that though you are out of sight, you are never out of mind, for you live on in echoes of our heart, Kusubabi. Now I would like to go ahead and invite Babi's brother Anil Bhai and Usha Ben's three beautiful children here, Deepak Seema and Sudha Ben, Sudha to come over here and then say a few words. They flew here all the way from Houston.
So, for days now, I've been thinking, what do I want to say? And the one thing that came in my mind was, I am so grateful for the opportunity And not the career type of opportunity or the business opportunity, but the opportunity to have a genuine, authentic human connection with my Feba. I remember one of the biggest impacts that she made for me was, you know, as a child, you go into people's homes, you hang out, everyone invites you, everybody feeds you, they ask you the words, how are you? And we lived in California until I was about 12, 13, and then I came back at 18, wanting to visit my cousins, my friends, and just wanting to relive my childhood. And I remember clearly when I got to your house, you know, it wasn't an occasion, there was no specific thing other than just wanting to reconnect with my childhood. Feba was welcoming, but at the same time she doesn't trust everybody, right? That's not her first inkling to trust everybody that walks into her home. And I thought to myself, I'm entitled to trust. Why do I not get the trust that as a child I'm entitled to? That night I kept thinking over and over, what did I do to not earn the trust? And then I thought, what did I do to earn her trust? Have I had a conversation with her? Do I know what's going on in her mind? Do I know anything about her outside of just being her niece? So the next day, I woke up and I had a beautiful conversation. We talked about her childhood. We talked about her life. We talked about her brother, my dad. And immediately, she opened up. Not only did she open up, but she fed me, she gave. How are you? And those words are different from Feba than it is with anybody else in that room. Because she meant it. And my first time I realized trust is not something that's given to you and you're entitled to, it's something and she taught me that. Courage and dignity. Living with the stigma and misunderstanding, she continued to seek meaningful and deep connections in her own ways. She showed so much courage and dignity at all the large events that she went to. Whoever wanted to connect with her, she was open to connecting with. And that is very difficult, knowing she had other things going on in her mind. The other part, and I still struggle with for myself, but I know every time I think about Feba and my dad, is we are not our own minds. She found freedom from her own mind, which many of us overthink a lot. Many of us are anxious. We can't find our own freedom in our own heads. And she found it by singing, dancing, enjoying life to the fullest without caring what anybody else thought or said to her. And that ability is so strong. I know I desire it, and I think there's so much freedom to that I highly, highly admire. And then strength and stillness, understanding that not every moment has to be proactive in a room with each other, and enjoying that time. She truly brought that to my light more than me. Feba embodied humor, love, and compassion in so many ways. But it wasn't given or something that I was entitled to. I earned it. And when she gave that to me, those feelings, like I said, have not been earned with anybody else. Those feelings are special and unique to what I felt with her. If you haven't had the opportunity to authentically connect in those ways with Feba, but when you feel that connection in a way that wasn't just given to you, but in a way that's been earned and been reciprocated, there's nothing like that. I encourage you guys do that. And thanks, Feba, for giving that to me.
I'm Deepak. I wrote a letter to her, so bear with me as I read this. Dear Feba, this letter is for you. Papa used to tell us how close he was to you, and even in your few words to him, your love and care towards your brother was felt. Today is exceptionally difficult because we see a lot of dad in you, and feels like we are saying farewell to him once again. You guys were very similar in many ways, in softness and in strength. We saw and felt that, and now you are with him. Thank you for your lessons. In moments of discomfort, you reminded me that showing up in kindness and compassion was the way to soften the heartache the world has once bestowed upon you. You feel fearful at times, or the difficulties you experienced at an early age masked the incredible angels who were here to shed love onto you during your life. Your journey this life has been dynamic through the many ups and downs, and we live with peace knowing that you had the comfort and joys, both grand and simple things, like many lessons that brought you joy. We are blessed to have experienced your smile, your kind and honest giggles, your kind pats on my back to signal you were done to me. You had a way to soften every interaction, even if it was intense. Your presence did that for me. We had heard many of the remarkable stories of your childhood, and we cherished them as the version of you we could only imagine but didn't get to meet. The version of you that brightened up our days were when we saw you dancing and singing. Perhaps you were showing us how to unapologetically live a life that best served you. You showed us relentless strength, grit, and perseverance, many times over the last couple of years. You showed us that your will and commitment for self-preservation, even if the world around you didn't understand it, you did, and thank you. Thank you for reminding us that who we become is truly a collection of all the small moments in our lives. That's what we are celebrating today, all of you. And that's the lesson moving forward, to live authentically and find your power when the world tries to take it away from you. I know you had a special bond with Baba and your dad and Kirti Babuji, and now you are able to experience them again in peace and in laughter. We thank you for your love, we thank you for your lessons, we thank you for giving many of us in this room the ability to show up as better human beings because of your sacrifices during this lifetime. We thank you for giving the family time to say our farewells, slowly but intentionally. We will miss you, but won't forget you until we meet again. Us.
Hi, my name is Sudha. I'm Feba's niece. I'm not a speaker, but I just want to say that thank you, Feba, for everything. Thank you, Fua, for everything you've done for Feba, and Feba is together with her siblings and her parents. And we're going to miss her, but we know she's safe up there.
Hello everybody, I'm Karna Meredith, and just like Seema was saying about the trust, I met Feba in 2001 when I was introduced to the family. Back then all I got was a smile from Feba. 2004 when me and Sudha got married, it was congratulations and a smile. It was in 2017 when she was in Houston, the first time when she actually spoke to me, and it did take her 16 years to finally tell me, hey, please take care of my daughter. So that's basically what the connection I had, and I wish I was closer so I could have more memories, but I did write a few lines. It's a small little poem, Memories Never Die. As hours would tick by and the time would fly, the sweetest, the saddest word spoken is goodbye. But time stops for none and days just fly, the small life of ours, too short to signify. Old friends and family will pass by, new ones will multiply. The little moments were so high, the parties, the manners, the sharing. The remembrance will make you cry, but let the memories never die. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karan Singh, Sudha, Seema, Deepak. They all came all them from Houston to be here with us. They are my wife's brother's children from Houston, Texas. Thank you all for coming here. Jiten?
Very beautiful said, Karan, was a beautiful poem. When someone we love become a memory, the memory becomes a treasure for the rest of our life. So thanks for sharing those beautiful thoughts over there. Now I would like to call upon Kusum Kabi's side of the whole Desai family. I'm not going to name all of you. Please come on over and share your thoughts. All the Desai family. Yes, it is by Amitabh, Ashok Bhai, Sarla Ben, Prashant.
Shalish.
I'm first cousin of Kusum. I'm her mama's son. I know Kusum for almost a long time, and I can tell you some of the things which I want to bring it out about Kusum. In high school, and she was an accomplished teacher. At earlier age, she said, "Dad, can you bring me the advanced book from the library of American Council in downtown?" So she was way ahead of the time. So you can see at earlier age, she was involved in that reading the books and whatnot. Second thing is, if you want to know the Kusum, Harkishan started his business from scratch and obviously able to sell his company for $50 million plus, and Kusum had a lot to do with that one. She brought the luck, energy, efficiency, and what Harkishan needed it. Thank you very much. That's if you really want to know accomplishment of Kusum, you don't have to go too far. Look up her two daughters, Anita and Sarita, highly accomplished, highly decorated, very prominent human being, and don't underestimate the contribution made by the mother for first 10 years to raise two beautiful daughters. And we all know Harkishan took over from that foundation and contributed a lot. Thank you very much. Santi, Santi, Santi.
JJ, I'm going to share my perspective of my sister-in-law. Kusum means a flower in Sanskrit. A flower shares its beauty and fragrance unconditionally. Similarly, Kusum's love language was of accepting everybody without judgment. Once everyone was discussing blood sugar at my house, she looked at her baby cousin, who is my husband, Shailesh, and asked him, "Do you have blood sugar?" And Shailesh said, "No." She was so happy to hear that. She was a typical elder sister to him. Often she called him and said, "Shailesh, come to my house. I will make you papa. Come to my house. I will make you papa." Mind you, I was never invited to those lunches. Every time she would see me, she would ask me about my children, my job, and even my sister. Often she gave me blessings for happiness. I will miss that. Unfortunately, the Desai family is not blessed with too many sisters. So we were really grateful that we had one living so close to us. While she accompanied Harkishan Bhai to many social events, she valued and upheld the simplicities of life. A sari was the right attire for all occasions and all seasons. Indian food was the only food worth eating. Her chai was to be made without water, but plenty of sugar, of course. Recently she visited us with Anita and her two beautiful daughters, Meera and Amara. After the dinner, we requested her to sing a song. To our surprise, she carried a book of songs in her purse. She sang several of her favorite songs. From this very simple evening, we have memories of her life lessons. Number one, always carry many songs in your heart. Number two, let your spirit sing and share your talents with everyone without much ado. And finally, love your family immensely and deeply, and announce it periodically without being bashful, which she did throughout the evening. A doting grandmother, she kept piling the two girls' plates with lots of food. Finally, she walked the pilgrimage of life with many challenges, quiet courage, and resilient forbearance. At sunset, this beautiful flower has departed with her final song and her final message to us. एक प्यार का नगमा है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। तू मेरा सहारा है, मैं तेरा सहारा हूँ, एक प्यार का नगमा है। Life is a song of love. It is nothing but your story and mine. You are my shelter, and I am yours. Life is a song of love. Thank you.
Thank you all this guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all your love and support. Thank you. Thank you.
That was done beautifully. As you said, you are gone, but thank you for all the soft, sweet things you left behind in my home, in my head, and in my heart. So thank you for those word of wisdom. And now I would like to call upon our good friend, a philanthropist and a community leader, Surubai Manek, to go ahead and share some of your thoughts. Surubai?
Thank you, Jitin. Okay, before I start, and Harkishan Bhai, I feel your pain. I lost my wife about 4 months ago. Before I start, can we chant, and since this was the very first initial event that you all had, the whole family, it was so impressive. It was very spiritual. So in that context, when I say, her soul is up there, let the soul hear it. Be born. This is a festival, this is celebration. We are not mourning her life. Now coming to myself, and I'm remembering my wife too. 3 Sita Rams. When I say Sita, you say? Sita! Haribol, Haribol. Thank you so much. Now, before I say anything special, I want to make a comment about what Harkish invited me. I know it's a funeral, but I'm bringing up something different. There was a designer in Italy whose wife passed away, and they had a memorial like this. And you are a very famous designer, you have a lot of money, you have a nice house, you have nice cars, you have beautiful women around you, you're good-looking guys with you. What are you missing? You're not going to miss her, are you? 2 seconds later, the designer walked to the, and he said, you have just given me an idea. See how ideas pop up. I'm wearing this now. I'll describe why it's special about this one. This was designed by that same guy in Italy. The thing to note here is, there's a patch here, which is so different. Is to remember, if you have lost a spouse or a loved one, wear something that has some little significance, something different, something noticeable. So this is a love spot. If any new idea pops up, give it to the charity. Anyway, now coming back to the memorial. The 3 things I'm spotting with Vasa family. Family, unity, culture, and spiritualism is built into the culture. You guys, I believe her influence on all of you is so remarkable that it inspires us to say, when you, like you said, he found a good woman, and that good woman has made the difference. She used to like sweet dishes too much. I know I used to serve her once in a while. It's called cheating, but she loved it. Now, this is it is so touching. 3 Jai Jinendras and 3 Sitaram. I won't watch this of time, there's so many other speakers. Jai! Volume, volume, volume. Thank you. Jai! Jai! Never be shy to say Bhagwan's name. That's what carries all of us. Sita! Ram. Sita! Ram. Ram.
Thank you, Surubai. And Surubai also lost his wife just very recently. And as you know, Aarti Ben Manek.
Thank you, Surubai, for those kind words. We definitely, in Sangeet group, that is Surekha Ben Modi, Smita Ben Shah, Geeta Ben Bhatt, Jayashri Ben, and Sobna Ben Tolia.
You are leaving us physically, but you are with us in our hearts. We have wonderful memories to cherish. To name one, every time we met, you always asked me with smiling face, with a bag saying, I wanted to stay with you forever. I will call Harkishan to stay with me here also. This shows your loving and caring nature towards us and our home. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
जय जिनेंद्र, आई एम स्मिता शाह। बहुत कुछ कह सकते हैं, बहुत कुछ अच्छी मेमोरी है, लेकिन एक मेमोरी आई लाइक टू शेयर बिकॉज फर्स्ट टाइम व्हेन आई मेट हर आई टोल्ड हर दैट कुसुम बेन, मैं आपका नाम कभी भी नहीं भूलूंगी क्योंकि मेरा नाम, मेरा मदर का नाम और आपका नाम एक ही है। तब उसने जो मेरे सामने जो डिवाइन स्माइल किया था, वो प्यारी मुस्कुराहट मेरे दिल को छू गई थी। तो यस कुसुम बेन, वी विल ऑलवेज रिमेंबर यू ऑल्सो आई रिमेंबर दैट गीत संगीत ग्रुप में लास्ट टाइम वो तब उसने जो राजेश्वरी ने जो सॉन्ग गाया था वही सॉन्ग गाया था लास्ट टाइम. सो वी विल ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दैट. म्यूज़िक के बगैर भी वो इतना सुरीला गा सकती थी. तो कुसुम बेन, यू आर ऑलवेज इन अवर हार्ट एंड ऑलवेज इन अवर मेमोरी. जहाँ भी आप जाए भगवान आपके आत्मा को शांति अर्पे. ओम शांति.
Kusumben's memory. I'll speak in Gujarati, I speak from heart, that comes with mother tongue. કુસુમબેન વિશે હમણાં જ્યારે સુરુભાઈ કહેતા હતા ધ ફેમિલી યુનિટી, તો મને એમાંથી કુસુમબેનની એક ટ્રિનિટી યાદ આવી. મારા મગજની અંદર એની ટ્રિનિટી એ છે કે એમનું ખાવાનું, એમનું ગાવાનું અને એમનું ચાલવાનું, આ ત્રણેય વસ્તુ યુનિક હતી. અમને તો જો કે બહુ જ ઓછો પરિચય છે. અમે શિકાગોથી અહીં આવ્યા, એમના પડોશમાં રહેવાને કારણે ઓળખાણ થઈ. અને કુસુમબેનનું ખાવાનું એ દ્રષ્ટિએ હું જ્યારે બી અમારા ગીત સંગીતના મ્યુઝિકમાં હોઉં તો એમને માટે મેંગો લસ્સી એમની ફેવરેટ હતી. આઈ નો એવરીબડી મસ્ટ બી નોઈંગ મેંગો લસ્સી વોઝ હર ફેવરેટ. પણ હું એક ગ્લાસ નહીં, 2 મોટા ગ્લાસ ભરીને લાવું અને પ્રેમથી બંને પૂરા કરીને પી જાય. સો એમનું ખાવાનું અને ગાવાનું, ગાવું મ્યુઝિક વગર ગાવું એ એક યુનિક આર્ટ છે. એ કુસુમબેનના હતી અને એ એકદમ સારા લયમાં ગાઈ શકતા હતા મ્યુઝિક વગર. અને સાથે ત્રીજી યુનિટીમાં જો હું એડ કરું તો આપણે બધાએ એમને જોયા છે ચાલવાનું, એમનું ચાલવાનું. અને ઇફ આઈ સે જોકિંગલી એમના હાથમાં એક થેલી હોય જ. અમે નવા હતા ત્યારે મેં જોકિંગલી એમને પૂછેલું ફ્રેન્ડ તરીકે કે કુસુમબેન આ થેલીમાં શું લઈને જાઓ છો? તો એમના ગાવાની ડાયરીઓ હોય છે કે મારી પાસે ગમે ત્યારે ગીત એ પોતાના સ્વજાનંદે ગીતો ગાતા હતા. એનીવે કુસુમબેન કાયમ યાદ રહેશે આપણને.
નમસ્તે. સુરત કહ્યું એવી રીતના કુસુમબેન સાથે વી મેટ પર ઇન અ વેરી સ્ટ્રેન્જ વે. શી વોઝ વોકિંગ ઇન અ સ્ટોર એન્ડ શી વોઝ સ્ટ્રગલિંગ વિથ સમથિંગ લાઈક રેસ્ટરૂમમાં પાણી માટે. અને ઇન્સ્ટન્ટલી આઈ વોઝ ધેર એન્ડ વી બીકેમ ફ્રેન્ડ. મેં એમને હેલ્પ કરી. ક્યાં રહો છો? આઈ આસ્ક હર એન્ડ ધેન next day, because we were new, looking for some good company, and we visited them. Since then, as you said about the trust issue, I think she already earned our trust. Geetaben આ ખાવું પડશે, આ તો લેવું જ પડશે. She was offering me her food in her home. I mean, it was such a strange feeling, but the way Kusumben passed away, you know what? Reminds me of, she was a great Divya Asma. We all pray Bhagwan, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले, गोविंद नाम सुनकर, जब प्राण तन से निकले. Listen how she passed away. She was in her own home, surrounded by her own people. And the day before that, I had a chance, we had a meeting and I was at Harkishan Bhai's home. I was earlier than the meeting, so we chanted the Bhagwan Naam, Hare Krishna. इतना ही हो गया जब प्राण तन से निकले, अपने ही घर में उसने जब प्राण अपने निकले. જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ. એવા દિવ્ય આત્માને આપણે આજે વિદાય કરીએ છીએ. જય જિનેન્દ્ર. શી વિલ ઓલવેઝ સ્ટે વિથ અસ.
જય જિનેન્દ્ર. પ્રભુ તેમના આત્માને શાંતિ આપે. ઓમ શાંતિ.
જય જિનેન્દ્ર. કુસુમબેનના આત્માને શાંતિ મળે એવી આપણે સર્વ પ્રાર્થના કરીએ.
Thank you. you all, Geet Sangeet friends. I am so happy that you all came here. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Jiten.
Thank you, Geet and Sangeet Group. Death leaves a heartache no one can heal, but the love leaves a memory that no one can still. It is very, very true that love is forever and ever. Now I would like to call upon, of course, I have known him for all my life. Arkisamba is a dear friend, and I think one of the longest friendship that Arkisamba has, a bond with, is Hasmukh Bhai Shah. Hasmukh Bhai.
Hello everybody, my name is Hasmukh Shah. I am from Chicago and I have known Harkishan since 1961. I was born and brought up in Ahmedabad and I came to Bombay to attend the Elphinstone College in 61, and that is where I met Harkishan, where he was in the second year of Elphinstone College, I was in the first year. And we both became friends very, very quickly. And we stayed at the Mahavir Jain Vidyalaya when we were going to the college. And most of the people at the Vidyalaya thought that I was Harkishan's younger brother. And they kept asking him that, when did your brother come to Vidyalaya? And Harkishan said, oh, he's not my brother, but he's a good friend of mine. Anyway, from the Elphinstone, Harkishan went to VJTI and I went to attend the IIT in Bombay, and we finished our engineering degrees in 67. Fast forward in 67 January, Harkishan came to West Virginia University, and after finishing his master's in West Virginia, he worked for Union Carbide for some time. Kusum was a very special person to us. Well, obviously I lived in minutes and talked to her and saw her. She had great affection for our family. Even though we lived that far, she always made us feel. She loved all different varieties of food, and every meal has to end with 2 glasses.
Thank you, Hasmukh. We have been friends for 64 years.
Each night when I go to sleep, I die, and the next morning when I wake up, I'm reborn, and that is the life. I mean, our soul is immortal, as we all know. Anyway, so without any further ado, I would like to call up lots of ceremonies all over. We call it Maharaj, you can call it Pandit, Sri Vinod Bhai Dave. Vinod Bhai. Neeru Bhai and Vinod Bhai.
જય જિનેન્દ્ર, જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ. આજનો સુંદર દિવસ આપણે કેમ કહીએ છીએ? કારણ કે દિવ્ય આત્મા પ્રભુના ચરણોમાં ગયો છે, એટલા માટે આપણે સુંદર દિવસ આજે કહીએ છીએ. તો એ જ્યારે પણ મળે મને ત્યારે કાયમ કે નીરુબેન એક ભજનની 2 લીટી સંભળાવો ને. તો હું કાયમ એમને 2 લીટી સંભળાવતી હતી, જે રવિન્દ્રનાથ ટાગોરનું છે, બહુ સુંદર છે. ના દો તો પ્રભુ ભલે ન દેશો દર્શન તમારા, આમે આ જન્મે મારા. ભૂલો નહીં શયને કે સ્વપ્ને, શલ્ય જેવા સાલો મનને. હજી તમે ઘેર નથી પધાર્યા, એના ભણકારા રહેજો અંતરમાં મારા. આ સંસારની ગુજરીમાં મુજ થોડા કે જાજા ગુજરજો જીવનના દાડા. આખી વાટ હજી રહી બાકી, એના ભણકારા રહેજો અંતરમાં મારા.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, correct.
Take mic. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityu Ma Mritam Gamayam. Om Shanti. Not the false, but towards truth, not darkness, but towards light. Please, Lord Mahavir Swami, take Kusum. Kusumben is not dead. She is an immortal spirit, as are you. There is a great grief. Indeed, there is a great grief because of the shock of our loss. But she is not grieving. She is rejoicing in the joy of Lord Mahavir and all the Tirthankaras, and knowing that she is not his body, she was not born and she shall never die. There is a true story of a young saint in India. He was very ill. He was dying. His family was with him, and they were weeping for their loss. And he told them, comforted them, that my beloved God will soon open the prison gates of my life and embrace me in his infinite arms. The balloon of earthly life will break and reach his immaculate kingdom of joyous dreams, where no nightmare of illness will ever dare to cross the threshold of my peace. Kusumben is telling us that my entering the blessed kingdom of God must be attended only with the celebration of laughter and songs. No timidity or dark sorrows will be allowed to join my festivities. Oh my dear ones, rejoice. Rejoice on the eve of my freedom from this mortal prison. For me, no breaking of bones, no accident, no fear of failure or loss will ever exist. No discourtesies, nor cause, nor pain, nor disease will ever dare make noise when all my doors of senses are closed, because I'll be going with my divine beloved on a spacious tracks of cosmic freedom. Kusumben is telling us that please do not weep for me, for I weep for you joyous tears, because I am going before you to light candles of wisdom, and I shall wait to welcome you there, because I'll be with my divine beloved God and yours too. Kusumben had a heart that was touched by divine love. She had a wish to love others, especially Kishan Bhai, Sarita, Anita, and all who knew that love is immortal, that spirit is immortal. When you come and look at her, she is not there. She is free, ever living, just like a piece of cloth we take away when we can no longer use. In Mahabharata, there is a battle. At that time, Arjun, whose kingdom was taken away unjustly by Kauravas, he didn't want to fight. He said, how can I kill my grandfather, Bhishma Pitama? How can I kill my teacher, Dronacharya? At that time, Lord Krishna says to him, never the spirit was born, the spirit shall cease to be never. Never was a time it was not. And the beginnings are dreams. Deathless, birthless, and changeless remains the spirit forever. Arjun says, nothing doing. My Gandhi is falling down. I don't have the strength. I don't have the courage. Krishna says to him, never, the body cannot be died. He said again and again that you have to fight. And Kusumben manifested that truth throughout her life. And it is time for us to say goodbye to her with tears of joy, smile on our face. Kusumben, તમારો કલ્યાણ થાવ, જય થાવ, મંગલ થાવ. જય જિનેન્દ્ર.
Thank you, Vinod Bhai. Thank you, Niruben. Thank you.
I had an honor to perform your wedding tribute.
Yes. Thank you.
So would you please come here? ओंकाराय बिंदु संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनं कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः ओंकाराय नमो नमः. Dear brothers and sisters, તારીખ 29 ઓક્ટોબર બુધવારનો ગોજારો દિવસ જે જિંદગીમાં ક્યારે પણ નહીં વિસરાય. જે દિવસે આપણા સૌના ખૂબ જ લાગણીશીલ પ્રેમાળ વ્યક્તિ અને મારા ખૂબ જ પ્રિય કુસુમભાભીએ આપણી વચ્ચેથી વિદાય લઈ અને સદગતિ પામ્યા છે. કહે છે મિલનના બધા દીપક બુજાઈ ગયા છે, મિલનના બધા દીપક બુજાઈ ગયા છે, વીરાના તિમિર પણ ગહન થઈ ગયા છે. મિલનના બધા દીપક બુજાઈ ગયા છે, વીરાના તિમિર પણ ગહન થઈ ગયા છે. અરે અભાગી નયન તું વાટ કોની જુએ છે, અભાગી નયન તું વાટ કોની જુએ છે. હતા જે સત્ય તે બધા સ્વપ્ન થઈ ગયા છે, હતા જે સત્ય તે બધા સ્વપ્ન થઈ ગયા છે. આજે આપણે બધે જઈએ છીએ કે કુસુમભાભીને મળવાના, એમની સાથે આનંદથી ભરપૂર વાતો કરવાની, હાસ્યની છોડો ઉડાવવાની અને જે આનંદ આવતો હતો તે વાત હવે ભૂતકાળની બની ગઈ છે. અને જેને મળવા માટે દિલ કલ્પાપડ હોય અને અધેરું હોય, તે વ્યક્તિની હયાતી ન હોય તો તે ખૂબ જ વસમું લાગે છે. એ ભાભીના ચહેરા પર મેં ક્યારેય કંટાળો, ઉકળાટ કે કોઈ પણ જાતનું એમને દુઃખ હોય એવું ક્યારે પણ જોયું નથી. એ હંમેશા ખૂબ જ પ્રસન્ન રહેતા હતા. ભાભીનો પરિચય 1970થી છે. ખરેખર આજે મારા માતુશ્રી અને પિતાશ્રીને ખૂબ જ યાદ આવે છે કે જેણે આ પરિવારને ઉછેર કર્યો હતો. મણિભાઈ અને પ્રભાબેન, એમને હમણાં દીકરાઓને આજે સંસ્કાર આપ્યા છે તે આજે ખૂબ જ મને યાદ આવે છે. અને જ્યારે 1970માં જ્યારે હરકિશનભાઈ આવ્યા અને એમનું સક્સેસ જોયું ત્યારથી જ મને અમેરિકા આવવાની એક ઉત્કંઠા હતી કે હું અમેરિકા ક્યારે આવું અને મને પણ એમના જેવું સરસ જીવન જીવવા મળે. 1977માં જ્યારે મારું એજ્યુકેશન પૂરું થયું અને જ્યારે હરકિશનભાઈ અમારા માટે અપ્લાય કર્યું હતું અને ત્યારે હું જ્યારે આવ્યો અને ત્યારે માતૃભૂમિને છોડીને આવવાના દિલમાં રંજ હતો. પરંતુ જ્યારે પણ અહીંયા પધાર્યો ત્યારે ભાભી અને હરકિશનભાઈએ એવી રીતે પ્રેમથી અમને ઉછાર્યા કે એ રંજ ઘણો બધો ઓછો થઈ ગયો. અને આજે જે પણ સક્સેસ છે એના માટે હરકિશનભાઈ અને ભાભી યુ આર ધ મેજર પાર્ટ ઓફ માય લાઈફ. કેટલા જ વર્ષોથી વ્યક્તિ તમારી સાથે હોય અને આખો પૂરતા જે પ્રેમાળ વ્યક્તિ તમારી વચ્ચેથી વિદાય લઈએ ત્યારે ખબર પડે કે આ જિંદગી સજા છે કે મજા છે. જુઓ ને કેટલું નાનું સરખું આપણું જીવન છે, જાણે ગુલાબની પાકડી પર આવીને ચૂપચાપ બેસી ગયેલું ઝાકળ બિંદુ. ક્યારે ફરી જવું પડે એ કશું કહેવાય નહીં. જિંદગીની કહાણી પણ કંઈ એવી છે, હજુ તો આંખો ખુલે ન ખુલે ત્યાં તો પલ્લવ બિરાઈ જાય હર હંમેશના માટે. શ્વાસની સરગમ પર જીવનનું ગીત વણાય ન વણાય ત્યાં તો સરગમ જ તૂટી જાય. ફૂલ હજી કળીમાંથી ખુશ્બો બનીને મહેકે ત્યાં તો તેને મુરઝાઈ જવું પડે. અને દીવડાની જ્યોત જલે ના જલે ત્યાં તો પવનના સુસવાટ તે દીવડાને બુજાવી નાખે છે. તો આવી ફળ બેફળની સજા અને પાર વિનાની સજા. ભલે કુસુમભાભી આપણી વચ્ચેથી વિદાય લીધી છે અને પરંતુ તેમના અપરંપાર ગુણો આપણા રૂબરૂમાં માણી શકીએ નહીં, પણ સદાને માટે આપણી સાથે જ રહેશે. એમને કેટલી કાળજીથી અનિતા અને સરિતા બંનેનો ઉછેર કર્યો છે અને એ તમે અનુભવી રહ્યા છે. એમને ગુણીઓને યાદ કરી તેમના જેવું જીવન જીવીએ તો ખરા અર્થમાં એમને શ્રદ્ધાંજલિ અર્પી છે એવું કહેવાય. જૈન ધર્મમાં તો આપણે 12 ભાવનાનું વર્ણન કરવામાં આવ્યું છે અને 12 ભાવના હું બધી તો નહીં કહું, પરંતુ 12 ભાવનામાં એક મને જે ભાવના ગમે છે એ છે અનિત્ય ભાવના. એ અનિત્ય ભાવનામાં બતાવવામાં આવ્યું છે કે આ આપણું જીવન, આપણું જે શરીર છે એ પૂતગલ છે. કોઈ વસ્તુ આ જીવનમાં નિત્ય નથી અને એ જ્યારે પણ વખત આવે છે ત્યારે જેમ લાંબી મુસાફરીમાં આપણે નીકળ્યા હોય અને સ્ટેશન આવતા જેવી રીતના પેસેન્જરે નીકળી જવું પડે એમ એ વ્યક્તિ જ્યારે નીકળી જાય છે, આપણી યાત્રા ચાલુ રહે છે અને ક્યાં આપણી યાત્રા પૂરી થશે એ પણ આપણને ખબર નથી. તો આવી જ બધી મૃત્યુની રાજધાનીમાં જો શાશ્વત છે તો એ છે પિતરી સ્નેહનું સિંદૂર. બસ એ સ્નેહનું સિંદૂર આપણે હંમેશા સાચવી રાખવાનું છે. આજે આપણે ભાભીને શ્રદ્ધાંજલિ આપીએ છીએ ત્યારે સાથે સાથ મારા જ્યેષ્ઠ વડીલભાઈ શ્રી હરકિશનભાઈનો પણ અંતઃકરણપૂર્વક પ્રણામ કરું છું. 55 વર્ષ સુધી આ માણસે, મારા ભાઈએ જે એની સેવા કરી છે એ અણમોલ છે. હું તો એમને કળિયુગને આરામ કહું છું. કોઈ પણ વસ્તુ હોય, કોઈ પણ પરિસ્થિતિ હોય, ગમે એટલી તકલીફ હોય, એમની માંદગી હોય કે એમને ભાભીને કંઈ પણ જવું હોય, એ તરત જ કે હરકિશન એટલે હરકિશનભાઈ તરત જ ઊભા થઈ જાય અથવા તો કે 5 મિનિટની અંદર આપણે નીકળી જાય છે. અને એમને જે રીતની સેવા કરી છે કોઈ ઉકળાટ કે કંટાળો નહીં. મને ખબર નથી કે મારા વસ્તી આ વાત છે કે નહીં, પરંતુ એમને હું ખરેખર સલામ કરું છું કે આ વ્યક્તિએ જેવી સેવા કરી છે એવી વ્યક્તિ મેં હજી સુધી જિંદગીમાં જોઈ નથી. હું તો તેમને both of them are the music lovers, as everybody said over there. I'm not going to repeat it. અને શંકરાચાર્યએ ક્યાંક લખ્યું છે કે જાકોઈકો યસ્ય પુનર્મૃત્યુ અને જાકોઈકો યસ્ય પુનર્જન્મ. જાકોઈકો યસ્ય પુનર્જન્મ એટલે કે જૈન ધર્મમાં પણ કહ્યું છે કે આપણે કાળચક્રમાં ફર્યા કરીએ છીએ અને ક્યારે આપણે મોક્ષમાં પહોંચીએ ત્યારે આ જે જીવન મરણના જે આપણા ફેરા ચાલી રહ્યા છે એ પૂર્ણ થાય. એટલે કે છે કે હવે પછીનું જીવન એવું થાય કે જ્યારે જીવવાનો વારો જ ના આવે અને જ્યારે જાકોઈકો યસ્ય મૃત્યુ કે હવે પછીનું મૃત્યુ એવું થાય કે આપણે મરવાનો વારો જ ના આવે. હવે તમે એક પળમાં જિંદગીનું સંભાળ્યું છોડી ગયા. જિંદગી હતી ટૂંકી પણ લાગણીઓ અપાર મૂકી ગયા. પરમ કૃપાળુ પરમાત્માની વિનંતી કરીએ કે આપણને આપણા ચરણાંગીનમાં આપણે શરણું આપે, આપણા આત્માને અમર શાંતિ આપે. અને એ જ અભ્યર્થના સાથે હું અત્યારથી મારી વાણીને વિરમું છું. ઓમ શાંતિ શાંતિ શાંતિ.
Thank you, Jipen. Thank you. Now we could invite Sarita Vasa, my daughter, to speak. And after that, we'll have 2 short speeches, and then we'll have a Prarthana song. And after that, we'll have everyone come in and give final respect to Kusum. For all of you to know, the cremation is not today, and it will be only privately done tomorrow morning by the family members. So once you have done your last visit to Kusum and given your respect to her, then that will be the end. Yes, so do not wait for the cremation, because cremation is scheduled for tomorrow morning just with the private family people. So, Sarita, please come on over. And after Sarita, we'll have Kamini Khare for 1 minute. And then we could have Ilaben Mehta for 1 minute.
I'll speak for just a few minutes. I'm Anil. Mommy's son-in-law. Been married to Sarita for over 20 years now. I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to say, and most of it revolved around mango lassis, going for long walks and being outdoors, which other people have already said, so I'm going to switch it up. I'm just going to, we've been married over 20 years, and I would say for the first few years, it was a hard connection for me to make with Sarita. Mostly due to my own faults. we had very sporadic interactions, very short. I kind of knew superficially, what was important to her. But I think everything changed like in one moment when we went on a drive together. It's like in a car, you're in a closed space, and it's just, for some reason I was driving her around and we had an opportunity to speak. And she remembers everything. Like, she remembered my daughter's name, my son's name. She remembered the fact that, my daughter had been sick recently. She had a mind like a steel trap, and she asked questions as if she was genuinely interested. And I think that was the first time I realized that, despite the challenges, it just takes a little effort to get to know somebody that way. And so I was really appreciative of that.
Thank you, Neil. I think the thing that you're probably onto at this point in the day, just hearing all the speeches, is that the way Mummy transformed people was not the way people typically do it. She transformed people by just being who she is. And that's in Anil's story, it's in a lot of the stories that were shared today, and it's a really beautiful thing to be able to do that. I think so many of us spend so much of our lives and efforts trying to do things to be significant, and she, by being who she was, gave us all significance and gave us all. And I think even see parts of ourselves that we didn't know was there. And so it's a really beautiful thing to be born to someone like that. It does come with its challenges. I'm not saying it was easy. And, a few days ago, I was thinking through, like, what am I going to say? What am I going to say to this journey that she's been on, that we've been on, and it was hard. It was hard to think about how to distill that. I think the thing that came to me was just the gifts that she's left behind. One really important gift that we just all experienced recently, a couple of weeks, on the day that she got really sick, my dad called me, and it was a Friday, of being able to sit together with her day after day, and a lot of you came. A lot of you came to the hospital, you brought us food, you brought us your company, and it's like even in her sickest moments, she was giving us gifts. She was giving us that gift to be together. I know a lot of you were calling in, video calling. It's just a miracle. We were sitting there sharing that my dad was sharing, which I was like laughing so hard. It was this time that we went to Mexico together, and I was always the adventurer, so I was like, you know what? What if we rent a car and we drive down to Belize? There was no internet back then, okay? You could not look things up and figure out what to do, where to go, but I was like, we had a map there. And so we crossed the border and we showed up in Belize, and then we realized we had to take a plane to the Keys, to San Pedro, and we're like, well, what do we do? And then we found this guy who was going to take us, and my dad was telling this funny story about how the guy didn't depart right away, but like threw all these vegetables into the plane, and he was so scrunched, and he's like, why am I paying this much if you're transporting the vegetables? And like, we're laughing with those stories of all of us traveling together, and we talked about just how nice that was, and we wouldn't have had that time if she didn't, in that moment, like keep going. Like most people pass within, you know, the doctors predicted she would be gone in like days. She lasted, what, like 10, 11 days after their predictions, and we're all together. And so she just continues to give gifts. And one of the most important gifts I realized she gave me, I came upon because, you know, when we're building this slideshow that you guys have been watching, you know, I was like scouring through all the old photographs because I wanted like every last trace of a memory with her. And I came upon this old video. And I totally forgot that I shot this video, okay? It was in September of 2021. And, you know, kind of soon after COVID, so I think it was a safe enough time. I came down, I visited you guys just on my own. I wanted to shoot a video for Sachi and I, and for my 2 kids, because I was like, okay, I'm with my parents, let me shoot a video. So we're in the foyer, and of course, you know, my dad starts talking, and he's like, oh, it was such a good visit with Sarita. I can't wait to see you guys in the Bay Area. He was just, you know, typical grandfather style, saying all these things, and Mummy is looking at him real suspiciously. Like, keeps looking over, and then my mom interjects in the video, and she's like, yes, we enjoyed. And don't come again after 7 years. And, you know, it was hilarious. She's like, don't come. And my dad tried to, you know, in typical fashion, he was like trying to make her stop, and he was trying to say more things. And then she kept interrupting. And it was just this beautiful thing because the other gift that she gave us is that she always, and what I did in that video surprised me because Papa, he was like, disconnect the video. But then what I did is I moved the camera right to her. And I said, 7 years later, right? And she said, yes, please don't come for 7 years. I said, okay. So when I come in 7 years, how should I come? And she I was like, okay, I'll make sure Neil drives me. And then Beppa said, oh, but she'll likely take a flight. And then she's like, no, I want Neil to drive her. You know, even in that moment. And what I realized about my mom is, and the greatest gift that she gave me was the gift of just being in truth. Like, I have a love for the truth in a way that I don't think I would if I didn't have her. Because I was always in that question of like, what is true? And the moments, and some of you have already talked about this, the moments in which she expressed real truth was when she said, I love you. And Beppa talked about how she said, I love you 10 times a day. So she, me also just in a moment say like, I love you, I love you, I love you. And it was like effusive, it was big, it was strong, it was honest. And I would say it back because I honestly felt that too. And it was so beautiful because she would never need it. She would never expect it. Her love was never tied to anything. It was just pure and honest. And in the moment that I said I love you, after she said I love you, we just kind of smiled at each other. And we were just like, we are both free right now. Like, how freeing is it to love without all the messiness, without all of the like conditions? And I don't think I will ever forget that. That is like the biggest gift that she ever gave me. And, you know, sometimes I think about like the Hallmark card industry, which obviously has made a big business out of love. And I'm like, man, you know, if my mom had her own card, there would be no explanations around the love, and you know, it would just be like, she would probably be dressed in a really beautiful sari on the front of the cover. She'd maybe have this mic in her hand. She would drop it. And then on the inside, you would see, I love you, I love you, I love you. That would be her card. And so, I know there's this quote often attributed to Jesus. He says, like, you know, may the truth set you free. And I want to just say right now, in this moment, with the presence of everyone in this room, we're all going to set you free now. We're all going to set you free. I know in the last week of being with her, I was listening to lots of spiritual teachings, and Ram Dass said, death is like taking off a tight shoe. And now that's off. And now you just get to be free of all the conditions that this life put upon you, that health put upon you. And when I meet you in my dreams, in my moments, where you're just right next to me or on my shoulder, I'm gonna say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you, Mommy.
So I want to say something, that last big party that Kusum attended was at a tandoor restaurant, which was a Diwali party. Kamini Khare, please come on over here. So Kamini Khare is a founder of Indian Association of Southern California. She had planned that Diwali party at tandoor restaurant, and I told her that I'm bringing Kusum here in wheelchair. She said, yeah, most welcome, bring her over. And I said, I want to say something about Kusum. And she said, be my guest. And that was amazing. I got up on the stage, and for about 4 or 5 minutes, I told Kusum's entire life story and all the successes that Kusum had in her life. And she was so happy listening to the whole thing. And over 100 people who were there in the audience, they all came and congratulated her, took her their pictures with Kusum. So that was Kusum's very big moment. Just 4 days after that, she went to hospital, and then she started her final journey to heaven. So here is Kamini Khare. With that also, yeah. So with that we also have Sudhir Shah, and they want to say a few words about Kusum.
Thank you, Masaji. Kusum Ben was a true Indian lady. I'm not from Gujarat, I'm not from Gujarati. But she was always there when we called. She came, and she was a part of our committee. We have hundreds of meetings. She was there, and Wasan is there. Hundreds of programs we had, they were always there. So I saw her life was a music, her life was a dance. Wherever she wanted to go, Vasaji will bring her. It doesn't matter whether she was not good health or what. And whenever she wanted, and she just always said, whatever you have, please let me know. I look forward for all. So, Kusumji, we will miss you, and I am going to send you 2 lines here. सेज सजी है, कुसुम दुल्हनिया सोवत है, कुसुम दुल्हनिया सोवत है, आओ मारे प्रीतम, मुझे प्रभु के घर भेज दो. नमस्कार कुसुम.
Thank you. Since friend with Harkishan Bhai since 30 years, we know him. On her 25th wedding anniversary, I still remember. that this is the song she sang. I still remember, evergreen lady, ever happy. And when we go to Santiago, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sunila. Ilaben Mehta is a community. 1 minute for Ilaben Mehta, and after that Jiten will come to the final prayer. Ilaben.
Thank you, Arkishan Bhai. My dear community members, though there may be gloomy feeling of sadness because of death in funeral world, but no, my friend, you can see around everywhere there is a beautiful feeling of Kusum. Kusum, I don't have a big long friendship or nothing that too much nearness with her, but I have seen her with this face and this way dancing couple on the stage, and I saw this fulfillment. Counselor for abused women and family. I have studied so many lives, but the way this couple, usual my friend, they are example for us to live nicely in any kind of circumstances. And nothing much to add, but can we see the beautiful feeling how to live life. There is a inspiration everywhere where soul went up, smiling, looking towards us. Kusum, નથી કોઈ ગાઢ મિત્રતાની ખુશ્બુ, પણ તે જે સમજાવ્યું અને શીખવ્યું અને તે સાબિત કરીને આપ્યું કે આ રીતે લાઈફ જીવી શકાય છે, એ અનયુઝ્યુઅલ લાઈફ. You have given a lot of inspiration. Thank you, Ji. Congratulations, Vasaji, to live a complete, full couple life, which I have seen in the dancing on stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Elaben. Thank you so much. Jiten will come to the final prayer, and then it will be the last respect after that.
Again, thank you very much to be so patient. I know everybody wanted to express their opinion and everybody to express their feelings, so it went a little bit longer. Really appreciate everybody's patience. This is Anjali Geet. જ્યારે લાઈન આવે સાજી આપજો, આપ સર્વે લોકો સાથે કરજો, કારણ કે ભાભીના સોલ સુધી આપણે વસ્તુ પહોંચાડવાની છે. જે પણ જોઈન થઈ શકે એ બધા આવી જાજો.
Yeah. One thing I remember about the Kusum, she has not used mobile phone in her entire life. She never used phone. That's right?
Yeah, because she thought that would cause cancer.
Yeah.
હે નાથ જોડી હાથ પાએ પ્રેમથી સૌ લાગીએ, શરણું મળે સાચું તમારું એ હૃદયથી માંગીએ. જે જીવ આવ્યો આપ પાસે શરણમાં અપનાવજો, પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાજો, પરમાત્માએ સુવિધા અને સત્કર્મનો લઈ વારસો જન્મો જન્મ સત્સંગતિ કિરપાર પાર ઉતારજો આ લોક કે પરલોકમાં તમ પ્રેમ રગ રગ વ્યાપજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો મળે મોક્ષ કે સુખ સ્વર્ગની આશા ઉરે એવી નથી મળ્યો દેહ દુર્લભ માનવીનો ભજન કરવા ભાવથી સાચું બતાવી રૂપ શ્રી હરિહંત હૃદયે વ્યાપજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને આપજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો ઓમ શાંતિ
શાંતિ શાંતિ.
જય જિનેન્દ્ર, we are going to miss you.
Jai Jinendra. We are going to be doing a viewing. I would urge everybody from the make a line on this side over there, on my right side, on your left side, and then we'll be doing a viewing. And as I say, we will have a private on behalf of Vasa family. We are truly thankful to all of you to be a part of this really joyous.
here, but yeah, okay. Just have it, sounds like. Like the thing you joined it, yeah.
So